Hello, ghosties. Hi, the test is testing. My chat isn't even working and I still don't know why. Hello. Hi, I lost everything in the move. The move to a Mac, which I thought would be a good idea, which has turned out to be a shitty idea. I'm going to go into that in a minute because this is not my Mac. We are not streaming from the Mac. I don't even know if I can stream from the Mac. And honestly, I've been hitting my head against that brick wall. But anyway, hi. It's been like over a week since I last streamed. So I wanted to make sure that everybody knew that I was still alive. Hello. If you're in the Discord, you know I'm alive and well. Even though the stream says dead. Only dead inside, okay? That's a promise. Only dead on the inside. Live on the outside. Oh, look, no, the chat is working now. Hello, chat. Ghosties, you're here. Hello to all, 5 of you? Hello. We cannot see the brick wall. Oh, thank God. Honestly, if you saw it, you'd be like, this is embarrassing. Why are you even trying? Be like, I know, but you know, I'm very trying. A lot has happened today, so I particularly want to stream today because I'm going to be real. This morning was a shit show. I am going to talk about the shit show. Let me put a face on so we can... Hi. Oh, that is okay, honestly, heart eyes, sad face, ghost grabbing my tit. This is exactly how I feel today. Oh, Lord. Why this? Why this particular look, you ask? And I say... why not? I'm probably going to delete the stream later anyway. So, like, you know what? It's fine. There we go. Right. I've lost everything in the move, including my ability to do faces and stuff. And everything went missing, including my background. I don't know where anything is. I organized this so well. But anyway, hello, ghosties. It's been an entire week and a bit since I last live streamed, and also the audio quality is shitty. I understand that. Please don't roast me for my audio quality. I actually purchased myself a Christmas present that I'm going to talk about in a minute. Right, some things have been happening recently. I'm going to start with the first thing that's been quite shitty. Okay, I have complained for 12 months that my concerta was wrong and that I was not on the right level of concerta. But it turns out that the new medication I'm on means that the level of concerta that I was on was working, and now I'm on the higher dose. I have migraines daily. Make it make sense. Make it make sense, body. Make that make fucking sense. So, first of all, I've been missing streams because I've been feeling like shit because I have migraines daily now. I didn't want to be like, that's not the only reason. There's been a myriad of other reasons, including my cat ate my mixer, which sounds like the worst excuse in the world, but it's actually true. And if you're in the Discord server, you've seen photos of this. My cat literally stood up on my desk, ate a button off my mixer, and has fucked it to the point that I can't fix it. Anyway, that goes into... It's okay, don't worry. This is just like, I should have named this bitching and moaning for no reason. Because that's basically what this is. Anyway, so migraines daily. Yay! Love migraines. I haven't had migraines daily for like 3 years, by the way. I do suffer from migraines, but not for a while until now. A new okay. I can't tell you what this medication is because if I do, there's about 5 people on the internet who will call me mean names and be very mean about me. So I'm not going to say the name of the medication, but all I'm going to say is I'm getting over my fear of needles. That's it. That's all I'm going to say, okay? Miracles do happen. Getting over my fear of needles. Okay, cool. Right, continue. There's like 3 people in the chat who know exactly what medication it is now. However, shh. We'll play a game of like Simon, like, you know, like guess. Oh, can we keep a secret? There we go. We'll play that game. Woo! Yay! Anyway, so if I seem off, it's the Ritalin. I now have too much Ritalin, and this is what it's like. It's kind of like damned if you do, damned if you don't. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of those, like, have not enough Ritalin, be sad and ill. Have too much Ritalin, be sad and ill. There is no in between, and I can't find it. Anyway, So I bought a new mixer for Christmas, and there's 5 of you in the chat now who are like, but Norma, you promised you weren't going to buy any more audio equipment for 2025. I know, I lied. It was a good sale. That's all I'm going to say. I got like $300 off. I bought a Rode NT2. No, that's not what. No, I already have a Rode NT2. Ha ha ha. I bought a Rodecaster 2. Ironically, I sold my Rode Duo. Like 6 months ago, I sold my Rode Duo. I had a Rode Duo. I hated it. I sold it. And now I bought the Rodecaster 2. I heard recently it's had a software update. So I'm actually very excited about it. And because I because I stream with 2 different PCs now, I actually think it's going to be perfect for exactly what I'm thinking about in terms of the audio. And I'm very excited about it. And I'm sad because my Mackie DLC is my baby. It's my baby. It's my boy. But now, unfortunately, my cat is a piece of Bentley. Why Bentley be like that? Okay, but you didn't say anything about not buying any audio equipment. Yeah, exactly. I could open it next week. I could open it next week. If I put the thing into Henry, right? If I put the GST receipt into Henry in 2026, does that make it a 2026 purchase? Can I fly it that way? That would sound fun. Anyway, I'm gonna put some music on the background for the vibes. And also, so if anyone does clip this and this ends up on the news channel, they might get copyright struck. I'm kidding. I won't do that. Although I'm really tempted to, because that would be very funny for me, for no one else, just for me. I don't even know if this is going to work. Let me just play something with vibes. Let's play this one, like on repeat. We'll just play Ghostlight on repeat. Or at least then, okay, if I end up on the news for anything I say in this live stream, which could happen, then at least they're playing my music, I guess. So I win. I win, tee hee ha ha. Right. Today, I'm going to talk about something. I'm only going to talk about this one time. That's kind of also why I wanted to talk about this on a live, because I didn't want to get misconstrued. And if I do this over text, sometimes it gets misconstrued, and sometimes people take my words out of context or like out of something else. If you have been checking Twitter, you probably know a little bit about what happened. I'm sad. I'm like really sad actually. Like I thought I was angry, I'm frustrated, and I'm like all of the above, including sad. Right. So okay, so what had happened was yesterday I made a video. A very nice video, will I add, because like I spent 6 hours making this fucking video. I made 2 videos actually. One video that will never now see the light of day, which is a shame because honestly, the video that I made after the video that I posted yesterday was one of the greatest videos I've ever made in my life. And honestly, if I can find a way to reuse it, I will. And it's just dry throat. Hold on. I need a lozenge and a drink of water. Okay. Thank you. I'm glad you liked the video while it was up. Now, if you were here on YouTube, you probably saw that a video went up last night and then mysteriously vanished this morning. Now, the reason for that was because I was supposed to be hosting something called VirtuaCon. I got involved in VirtuaCon last week. Basically, I was asked by a friend if I would host VirtuaCon, and I said, oh, okay, give me some details and I'll get back to you. And they gave me some details, and then all of a sudden they were like, yep, you're in. And I was like, oh, okay. I didn't think I said yes, but okay. So I got into this thing, right? And then we had a meeting with the people and it was all going well. And I was like, oh, this is going fine, okay? And then, so last week we went to a marketing meeting. We discussed marketing and everything. And I was like, cool. I'll make this video. So I made this video. And then this morning I woke up and I was like, what is happening? And there was a bunch of conversation happening in the server that was about AI. And I was like, what about this AI shit? What the fuck? Now, a lot of you understand that AI being involved in a VTuber thing is very serious. It can, I don't know, it can really upset a lot of people. It upsets me. I don't like AI art, personally. I've never been into it. I don't like it. I don't support it. I have wonderful friends who are artists. I would never support that. Why would I need to when I could just save my money and pay a person to help me, support a local artist? I love that. But anyway, so this morning the chat was on fire with messages about, oh, what about this AI stuff? So the long and short of it is, when I was joining the con lineup to host this thing, I was in a marketing meeting and they kind of mentioned this AI thing, but they said, don't worry about it. We've got proof that it's not true. And I was like, well, that's a bit weird. They were like, yeah, people have accused our logo of being AI art, but it's not true. I've got proof. And I was like, okay, well, all right. It made me side-eye, but I didn't really think anything of it because, you know, I was like, well, okay, whatever. So, like, yeah, as a musician, I totally, like, it would be hypocritical of me to support that shit. Anyway, so this morning, the AI art thing comes up again, and a bunch of creators have concerns about the AI art thing. So we're discussing it, and all of a sudden, it gets finalized, and it's like, oh, cool, so we need to find a new artist, and there's 3 days till the event, but don't worry, we can do it. And then next minute, we find out some more information, and it turns out that the company that runs VirtuaCon is a company that has dealings in crypto and in AI stuff, and potentially has some sort of not very nice business dealings that might include scamming and things like that. And I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. I would turn my blushy face off for this stream, by the way, but I simply don't know how. I simply can't do it. But yeah. Because I'm not like, yeah, it's bad. It's very bad. So anyway, the second I found that out, I was like, well, how do we go past this? And so, yeah, oh, hell no, exactly. Big oh no. Well, and for me personally, I was very nervous about this. So anyway, that's when I made this tweet. So I made the tweet. If you saw the tweet this morning, small essay that I made about being frustrated and mad and annoyed, and yeah, it's a lot of big feelings. I need a big feelings pineapple. A few years ago, I bought my nephew a Big Feelings pineapple. It's a pineapple for autistic children. It's like a Mr. Potato Head, but it's a pineapple. And oh my God. Also, I lost my voice because I went to a Taylor Swift impersonation concert. And I went to a Taylor Swift impersonation concert this week. And I lost my voice screaming Taylor Swift songs. It's the dumbest reason to lose my voice, but also it's so, like, it's very me. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, so anyway, look, the AI thing. Okay, let me just get this really, really crystal clear on my stance on the AI thing. So, the AI thing had been solved because they'd found an artist who could do it without AI. And you know what? That had quelled a lot of the chat. And honestly, if that had only been the only issue, this event would have gone ahead. The event would have gone ahead. I'd be hosting an online con this weekend. As long as it isn't Azure. Of course it wasn't Azure. Do you think I can afford tickets to the Eras concert? The Eras concert didn't even come to New Zealand. Anyway, so not the point. Yeah. I think the biggest thing that I have here, first of all, is it's taught me a valuable lesson. And the valuable lesson is, clearly, when I get involved in events and things like that, it's very important for me to do more research, because I got roped into stuff, and honestly, 2025 has been a year of being roped into shit. And you know what? I think in 2026, it's ironic that I'm trying to get more gigs doing things, but I'm going to tell people no. But also, I need to find like the balance between saying no and never getting an event again, and also getting roped into shit that I don't know the organizers of and having it turn into a shit show. Because that's been like the story of my year, kind of in a nutshell. Not to shade anyone, because it's no shade to no one. Most of these mistakes are my own. So like, yeah, doing research is going to be ironic for a paranormal investigator that I don't do enough research, but you know, ADHD's a pain like that. This is like the realest stream ever, by the way. I'm so sorry for everybody who just tuned in for a funny haha, because I normally specialize in funny haha, and this is not that. So I'm so sorry. Second of all, I think the big takeaway from this is that, hey, you know, sometimes things are too good to be true. Like, I'm not gonna lie, they were talking big game and talking big shit. And you know what? When someone comes to me and talks big game and goes, we're gonna get millions of viewers, I instantly side-eye them. And I was. And on one hand, I'm disappointed that I don't get to do it anymore, because, like, it's disappointing because like that could have been really cool for me. I secretly love hosting stuff. If you saw our premiere party for the Silent Hill thing, I love doing shit like that, where I get to like interview people and like ask people questions and like get to know people and get to talk, you know. I know people say I'm like a yapper, and yeah, that's true, but like I think my interest is not just in yapping, it's been like getting to know people and talking to people about cool fun stuff. I'd love to do that in 2026. But I also had started to do some serious prep work, including scripting and other stuff. Like I made 2 videos, I was planning a 3rd, I scripted everything, I was doing lots and lots of work. So I was like, that's also why I've been missing for the last few days. Hello. I've been so busy and tired. And I think it's just like a combination of like everything just fell down at once. And I was like, okay. But luckily it's Nornan's birthday. And for the people in the Discord who are asking, she's 79 years old. I did ask her. I forgot how old my Nan was. I said, Nan, how old are you? She told me she's 79. I said, that makes sense because when Granda passed away, he was 80 years old and she's 3 years younger than him. And if I did the math, if I could math properly, if I could do the math, then I would have known this. But anyway, and now I've eaten too many gingerbread, people. Okay, we purchased the greatest thing ever, okay, which has made me very happy, even though I'm very happy but very sick, okay? I went on Mighty Ape, which is like New Zealand's Amazon, but like less evil than Amazon, although becoming slightly more, like slightly evil like Amazon. So, Mighty Ape. I went on Mighty Ape and I was doing my Christmas shopping and I purchased these little gingerbread people. And what they are is they're supposed to sit on top of your mug. So they have little crotches, but they're like wide stance crotches, like John Wayne style. You know when like the cowboy stance. The gingerbread men are frosted and cowboy stanced. So you're supposed to sit them on the edge of your mug. And honestly, they're so fucking delicious. They're so fucking delicious. They are so good. They're German, and I love them. And honestly, I don't know how I lived before. How did I live before this day that I discovered these little gingerbread people? And after that, Celia looked at me and said, we could do a gingerbread house on stream. So ghosties, if you'd like me to do a gingerbread house on stream, please let me know in the Discord server. I think it would be the best stream idea ever. Maybe we do it after Christmas. Maybe I buy one over Christmas and we just do it after Christmas. Is that sacrilege to like do Christmas stuff after Christmas? No matter what happened. Yeah, so I broke everything because I tried to move my streaming computer. Okay, my streaming computer that I've been streaming off for the last like 2 months or so, I have been having this issue where the screen is tearing. And I'll be on Discord, I'll just like look at a message and it will the screen will rip. So I've been dealing with that. So I decided I've got this old Mac that's been sitting in my corner of my office for like 6 months. And I was like, well, no one's using this. Let me use it. I think actually it still has a bunch of... Okay, I can't say that. I don't want to be sued. I really don't want to be sued today. That would be the icing on the cake if I said that out loud and then I got sued. Fuck it. It has a bunch of Prison Project stuff on it. No, not like stuff I was supposed to get rid of. But it has stuff like recordings I think it has some recordings I did while I was in the company. So you know when I said I don't have the raw vocal for Ladylike? I think I lied. I think I do have it on that computer. But I've since wiped it. So it's gone now. But it hadn't gone until yesterday. But yeah. So I've been trying to set up the Mac. But the problem is I've now realized that Mac doesn't even have game capture on OBS. Just to spite me. I did all this work. I put in all this effort. It's like literally the story of my week this week. And then I was supposed to have a singing lesson today and I forgot. I feel so bad. The whole thing is just like shit sandwich on shit sandwich on shit sandwich. Oh my god. Oh my god. Like oh my god. Like oh my god. The whole thing. Oh my god. Lana lost footage. There's probably like a single screenshot on the you know. Did you try changing cables? God. My software engineer wife came in here, took one look at what I'd done to this Mac, and just walked away. And I was like, okay, I feel like this is a sign. I mean, look at the stream right now. This is a sign. This is a sign right here that everything's turning. Oh no, it's all on fire and I'm burning. Oh help. Oh no. And yeah, so yeah, it's just been one of those weeks. Today is like, you know when you have a day that just tests you and you're like, you know what I need after this? I need like a hot bath. But the problem with my bath is it's full of like cat litter boxes that I've been washing, and I don't want to wash the bath. So instead of having a bath, I'm just going to stare at the bath going, I know you're here, bath, but I can't get inside of you because there's cat litter in there and probably some cat pee. And the last thing I need in my life is more cat pee. It's just everything's covered in cat pee and on fire. And I don't know how to put it out. And even the cat pee can't put it out. No. I don't know. The last few months, it's just been terrible. Yeah, I think the worst part about VirtuaCon, and this is just like my last, like, I'm just going to say this one thing about VirtuaCon, right? Thank you. Anyway, I'm just going to say one thing about it, right? I love the idea of VirtuaCon. I think that's why I was really excited about it, because I live in New Zealand. I don't even know why I'm getting emotional. It's probably because it's just warm in here and I'm just kind of had a shitty day. Like, I live in New Zealand, and I think it's really hard sometimes when people... I have a lot of friends who live in the States, who live near the cons, who go to cons in person, and I can't. It's too expensive. I can't travel with my wife overseas right now because of stuff and things I will not go into because it's political, apparently. But, like, you know, if you know, you know. If you guessed, congrats. But yeah, like, yeah, it's real tough right now. The world be tough right now. So a virtual con for me was quite an exciting premise, and the fact that they were going to allow me, a tiny little streamer from New Zealand, to be a part of that and to host the event was kind of sick. It was at 6 a.m., but I was going to do it, and like, I think for me, it was just the idea of that is so cool. I don't get invited to a lot of like cons and stuff. I want that to change, but you know, yeah. You deserve some good chill the fuck out and fuck the world talk. Yeah, thanks. I'm gonna spend my Christmas doing really fun streams. This is my thing, ghosties. What's the problem with the con? All the VTubers are pulling out. Yeah. So all the VTubers are pulling out because of who is behind the con. There's all kinds of mess back there. I can't really talk on it because it's not really my place to say. I don't know enough to know exactly like the ins and outs of it. All I know is there's crypto involved, and the second they were like, there's crypto involved, there's scams involved, there's potential for scams and blah blah blah, I was like, wow, okay, this sounds really messy, and I just if things get really messy like that, there's no way I'm going to be involved with it, because that's the thing. And like, obviously Secret gets invited to hypnocons, and that's really nice and really great, but I think between Secret and I, we've always aspired to, like, do I say bigger than hypnocons? No offense to the hypnocons. The hypnocons are awesome from what Secret's told me, and they're a great time for Secret. And Secret's actually, Secret hasn't said this yet, and I probably shouldn't announce it for her, but Secret is actually doing a hypnocon really soon. So like, go, if you're a Secret fan, go keep an eye out on that. And Secret and I obviously have a song coming out on Friday, which is very exciting. I'm super excited about that. It won't be coming on Spotify, but the video is very cute. I showed it to my nan, and my nan thought it was adorable, so yay. But yeah, like, I think because I live in New Zealand, my goal is to take over New Zealand. That's my goal now. I'm going to start locally, and 2026 is my year of taking over New Zealand. I've spoken to a friend of mine who is kind of in a TTRPG convention. I'm not going to name the convention just in case. But if I do get involved in this convention, I will be running a VTuber tutorial. I've spoken to my friend about this. I said, would you like a VTuber tutorial? I would happily go in person. So it looks like I might be doing some in-person appearances at some local New Zealand cons next year. So any New Zealand ghosties, keep your eyes out on the Discord. I will keep up to date on that. It'll be weird. It'll be weird to be in like the fourth dimension. To be fair, I'm probably going to get my brother to make a jacket that looks like my jacket exactly, like a 1-to-1 to wear to these events. So you'll know it's me. I'll be the one in a ParaNorma t-shirt and this jacket. And a pair of purple cat ear headphones. Actually, I saw this exact pair of headphones at the mall the other day. My wife wouldn't let me buy them. Ghosties, we need to poke Celia and tell her she needs to let me buy these headphones. I'm sorry. I need these headphones. She said, what are they for? I said, I don't know. I'll figure it out. Figure out, what do you think of Hamilton? I go to Hamilton quite a lot. I love Hamilton. Yeah, I don't live near there. I'm quite a long way from Hamilton, but I like going to Hamilton a lot. I go to Hamilton Gardens when I go. Hamilton Gardens, if you've never been, it's like, I call it like the Disneyland of gardens, because it's like around the world in 80 gardens. It's like Epcot for gardens. I've been to Epcot, so I can tell you it's just like Epcot, but for gardens. And and anyone who goes now is going to be like, damn, she was not wrong. It is Epcot for gardens. I'm kind of lying, but also kind of not. It's very impressive. I love it. It's nice. The only problem is I never go in summer because it's too fucking hot out there. And I don't want to die of heat stroke. Terrible. But yeah, no, so yes. Yes, so my goal for 2026 is I've got a lot of friends who go to like Armageddon and things like that. So I've been talking to them because I really, 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 and this is like, you can quote me on this, okay, at some point. I really, really think it's very disappointing that there's not more New Zealand-based VTubers at New Zealand-based cons. And I understand that New Zealand-based cons, I think, okay, Armageddon, the last time I went to an Armageddon, the Armageddon I went to had about 25,000 people, which I hear for an anime con is not that many people, especially because you walked in there and it was half dead, and there was barely any stall holders and things like that. So like, yeah, I think they've actually cancelled that one now, which is a shame. But like, yeah, it's just, yeah, I would love to go to more New Zealand cons. I wish there was more New Zealand representation in the VTubing scene in general. I think that's kind of what makes me a little bit sad. When I was in Prison Project, I'm pretty sure I was one of the first, if not the first, Kiwi corporate VTuber. We were doing some research to try and figure this out because I really wanted to be like, hey, am I the first one? Because if I was the first one, I was like, oh fuck yeah. But also, oh no, pressure. But also, like, I feel like it's such an we're such an underrepresented kind of like, there are Kiwi VTubers out here, and there are a fair few of us, but like, it's just, yeah. Half Dead sounds like yeah, it totally does sound like my type of scene, huh? Yeah, so it's one of those things that I'm just like, oh man. So yeah, I think that's what really upset me the most about VirtuaCon. I really would have liked to go to a con, and ironically, one of my trailers for VirtuaCon was about FOMO, about how the greatest fear in life is FOMO. It was honestly one of the greatest taglines ever. The only thing scarier than things that go bump in the night, fucking FOMO. Oh my god, I'm a marketing genius. You should hire me for your next project. Hi, I'm Norma. You should hire me for your next project. I'm very good at what I do, apparently. Anyway, so yeah, no, it was just yeah. I get a lot of FOMO when I see pictures of events and stuff, because I'm like, I would love to be there. I would love to do that. Actually, segue into that. I'm at Holiday Matsuri this weekend. I'm going virtually. A lot of people, when I say I'm going to a con, they think I go in person. I do not go in person. If it's outside of New Zealand, I'm virtual. I'm doing this over the power of the internet, okay? So, yeah, I'm... So I'm going to Holiday Matsuri. If you're in the area, please come. Please come. There's like 3 people who said they would come and say hi. That would make my weekend, so please come. I'm going to see the ballet on the weekend, and then I'm going to Holiday Matsuri. That's my plan. Yeah, I had to treat myself to some fucking ballet. I'm going to fucking see the Nutcracker. God. Anyway, booking my Orlando flight now. Is it in Orlando? Is that where that is? Orlando. I shouldn't sing. I love you, Orlando. I watched Book of Mormon the other day for the first time, like properly all the way through. Now that song's stuck in my head, damn it. But yeah, no, so by the way, I love doing these little appearances. It's delightful. I love meeting people at these appearances. It's delightful. I'm honored and blessed that I still get to do these, considering the last company I used to go to for meet and greets, I don't think they're not doing them anymore, or they're changing, or they're doing something else. But I'm with a new company now. They've got 2 TVs, which is not stressful whatsoever. No, I'm not intimidated whatsoever by there being another VTuber next to me. Nope, I'm going to be just fine. I'm sure Everything will be just fine is what I'm going to tell myself as I into the microphone. Yes. If you're Jet 2 already doing the character series, I go. If you have great voice, thank you. Voice acting. Woohoo. Hey, what's up? I don't remember subscribing. Well, hello. Welcome. You probably saw one of my shorts. And honestly, if you subscribe because of my shorts, wow. Thank you. The live version of my shorts is not as entertaining, but I guarantee my editors make me look really good. Also, can I just say my editors and my timestampers are not only like amazing in terms of like what they do, but they're also really lovely. And every single one of them like one of them messaged me today and was like helping me out earlier. It was so lovely. Because okay, I gave the video that I made to the company that I was supposed to be hosting the event for, and they'd post it on their channel. And luckily, when I dipped out of the event and I had to pull out because of the drama, one of my timestampers messaged me and was like, hey, don't forget to tell them to take it down. Like, they've got your intellectual property. Like, make sure you get that sorted. And I was like, oh my God, thank you. I literally had not even thought about that. So, yeah, going to pretend not to know Norma. No, don't. Oh my God, don't do that. Do you know what the worst part is? Okay, one time I had a friend of mine. Thank God they're a friend of mine, because honestly, it would have been embarrassing if they weren't. They came up to me at a meet and greet, and they immediately said, hey, Norma, it's me. Do you know who I am? And I was like, what? And they're like, do you know who I am? And I was like, no. And they were like, it's me. And I was like, yeah, you. So don't do that. It terrifies me. No, don't do that. It terrifies me. Honestly, I feel so. The worst part is okay. I know I come across as like a real confident, like, yeah, I got this kind of bitch. But no, I'm secretly very, very, like, I am a sensitive being. I am a kind-hearted soul. And if I feel like I've upset someone, it makes me feel really bad. So, like, honestly, don't do that. Don't do that. It will make me feel so bad. I'll be like, oh no, I forgot a person. Oh God. Oh, my life is done. Oh God. Oh. As I slowly, hold on. As I slowly like, oh no. Oh no, I've fallen into the pit of depression. It's like the never-ending story with that fucking horse. Oh no, I'm in the mud now. Oh God, no, I'm in the mud. Oh fuck. Oh, do you know that scene from Neverending Story where the horse goes into the mud, and it's like the pit of and it's like the mud of depression, and it's like the mud of depression, and like, you know what I mean? You always sound like someone I knew in my school days. Okay, first of all, are you from New Zealand? And second of all, did you go to an all-girls high school? Because if you did, then we might know each other. Otherwise, I don't know about that. Oh, it depends how far back you go. Jesus Christ. Could you imagine if they're like, I'm from XOYZ, and I'm like, oh, fuck, no, okay. But do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? I did that to a VTuber vocal in the community and level. Oh no, no, don't. I would literally like, I would just, what's that thing? Hold on, can I like, oh no, it's not working. Hold on. There's a button for this. I just can't remember which, here it is. This is what you'd see. Oh yeah. Sorry, I'm going into my pit of shame now. Here I am in my pit of shame. Don't worry, it's fine. It's all good. Everything is fine. I'll do the entire rest of the meet and greet like this, and then everyone will leave. They'll be like, I don't want to look at Norma and her octopus buckles on her boots anymore. Like, oh no. Oh no. Oh yeah, I also went to bed. Yeah, totally. Honest to God. Oh my God. No, the worst part is there's always like a handful of people who get really, okay, no, there's always a handful of people on TikTok who get really weird about location. Whenever I post a short about being a Kiwi, do those boots come off? No comment. No comment. No comment. No comment. For all you know, they just rip off like Brat's shoes, and there's just a little nubbin under there. Like Harry, like my mum's cat. Aww, Harry. I saw Harry yesterday in his little nubbin. He's still wiggling it around. He's a little sausage, that's for sure. God, I love Harry. Harry's my mum's cat, by the way, and he has 3 legs, and he has one of his legs is not a leg, it's a nubbin. I call it his nubbin. It's very cute. I love his little nubbin. And when he's excited, he wiggles the nubbin around. And he also is a bobtail, so he doesn't have a tail. So he has like a little stumpy tail. So his stump, which is his tail, and his nubbin sometimes rotate together. Whenever you're sad, all you need to do is go over to my mum's house and look at that cat, and you're like, can't be sad now because Harry's doing that thing again. Yeah, the black boots are rollovers. Thank you. I'm glad you like them. Yeah, I actually bought shoes like basically just like my boots the other day, but without the ghost clips, which needs more ghost clip. Anyway, yeah. Oh, ghosties. I'm hoping that next week. Well, actually, I'm hoping on Friday. So Friday, my song with Secret Subject releases, and I'm really excited. We are not going to be putting it on streaming because the second I uploaded it to YouTube, I got copyright struck. They literally were like, don't even think about monetizing this one, Norma. Ain't no fucking way in hell. So yeah, so I'm really excited, and I had this idea for a stream on Friday that I will tell you about because I feel okay spoiling it because I don't think it's gonna happen now because I'm just exhausted. But in a perfect world, just know that before the song came out, Secret and I were organizing. You're gonna get too excited when I tell you this, but Secret and I were organizing something that we haven't done in literally I think a year. We were actually going to do a Christmas karaoke together, and we were going to do a Christmas karaoke together. But also, it's a lot to organize because I've got to warm up, Secret's got to warm up, and the song comes out at 11, which means it's a morning karaoke, which, as most of you know, is kind of the worst idea I could possibly have, and it's just a terrible idea. So we were going to do that. Whether or not we still do, I don't know. So like, just know that was on the cards. It might not be on the cards anymore. I will just see how this goes. I'll see how this goes. Yep. We'll see. I don't want to put too much on myself. I don't want to put too much on myself to you know, I don't want to load my plate up after the fucking week. The week of nothing but massive excellent fails. 11 your time or 11 EST. 11 my time. So whatever the song says, whatever the premiere room says, that's what time it is. Also, has anybody guessed what the song is yet? I know somebody in the Discord was saying that they were thinking that they knew what it was. If anyone has guessed the song, feel free. Whatever you two are comfortable with, I totally wouldn't be hyped for that, but you should take it easy for it. Yeah, maybe we'll just do a couple of songs and just chat together. See how that goes. Every time we chat together, everybody's like, I can't believe they're not the same person. I'm like, I know. It's crazy. There's so many. Actually, I've been reading the comments on the premiere, and the amount of people I thought they were the same person is really funny to me. I also love the one comment on the I thought they were the same person. Someone responded with, no, they're 2 different people, actually. I love that. And to those people, thanks. Some people really like kayfabe, huh? They really, really get into that kayfabe. Honestly, so great. Thank you. I appreciate that a lot. Yeah, maybe Secret and I will do our entire Christmas karaoke stream in this endless void of nothing, just on YouTube, because I cannot be bothered what is it, simulcasting? Not multi-streaming, simulcasting right now. It's just, yeah. That's the other thing, I think, with the simulcast. I love simulcasting. A lot of you guys here on YouTube know I love simulcasting so much. I think 2026, I'm really tempted to pick a side in 2026. I'm nervous to pick a side, but I kind of want to. And not going to tell you what side it is, but some of you can probably guess. It's kind of obvious. It's kind of obvious what side I'm kind of leaning towards. But yeah. But you are the same person, just different. No. We're very different. Secret and I have in fact been in the same room several times. Just because I can't get her out right now doesn't mean she's not, you know, doing her own thing. We are sisters. You're right. We are sisters. But yeah, no, I'm very excited for Friday. Friday's honestly, when I scheduled it thinking that, okay, this is gonna sound really sad. Okay, I'm gonna tell you why it's on Friday. Okay, originally I wanted to actually debut the song way sooner than Friday because there's a lot of stuff happening over Christmas, and I really wanted to get it out ASAP. But I scheduled it for Friday because it was before VirtuaCon, and I kind of was hoping that at VirtuaCon people would be like, oh look, there's Norma, and now I should go check out her channel, and they would see that and be very excited about it. But now I'm like, aw. So hey, let's all just like hype that shit up, right? We could do that ourselves. we can still do it. We can still make it hype, right? We can still make it hype and stuff. Yeah, we can still make it hype. But like, it's just kind of sad. The whole thing is just kind of sad now. I'm kind of like, oh well. It is what it is. And I'm honestly, on one hand, it's kind of nice to have my weekend back. But on the other hand, it's like, oh man. It's so funny too when like you have like a knock-on effect when like you do something for a particular thing and then there's like the knock-on from that. But yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Honestly, I'm actually very excited that Secret wanted to do it with me. When I pitched it to her, I know she was quite nervous about it. We've spent the entire of like 2024 and 2025 establishing the fact that I sing, she don't. I game, she don't. And so for her singing like that is something a little different. But in this particular song, I feel like we're playing to her strengths and mine. That's like too much of a giveaway. There's like, people probably know what the song is now. It's very, when you hear it, you'll be like, oh, this makes so much sense now as to why they're singing it together. Because we were looking for a song that we knew was going to be like Christmassy. Although my mum says it's not a Christmas song, which she's lying to me. I think that's rude and unfair and uncalled for. It is in fact, it's from a Christmas fucking movie. The movie has Christmas in it. So thus, it's a Christmas movie. And thus, it's a Christmas song. Secret tries to be... No. She still is very much Dom. Trust me, Secret is a Dom. Holy shit, you want to second guess that shit? You're very brave. Or incredibly stupid. Or both? She likes both. Beware, she loves both. She loves both too much. Be careful. Just be careful. It's not from... Okay, no, when I said it's a Christmas movie, everybody said, oh, it's the night before Christmas. It's actually not. It's actually not, no. And it's funny because, like, I remember, like, I made that tweet that was like, Mum says it doesn't count because it's not a Christmas song. But I made the tweet and Angel messaged me and she was like, is it from Night Before Christmas? I was like, no, it's not. Although that would have been a real serve, wouldn't it? Next year, I think I'll just start doing I'll just re-record the entirety of the Night Before Christmas. Yeah, we'll just do an entire EP. We'll just do the entire soundtrack for Christmas. Like an advent calendar. Die Hard. Does Die Hard even have songs? I didn't even think Die Hard had songs. Are you telling me there's songs I've never seen Die Hard. Is that bad? I hear it's a Christmas movie. I again, no idea. No fucking clue. Oh my god. I don't really like action movies that much, but yeah. Also, this is the first Just Chatting we've done proper with like, well, second, I guess. Debut 2.0, I guess, counts as a Just Chatting. This is the second Just Chatting we've done with this model. And honestly, like, even though my settings are a little fucked up, because like, this is my old settings. This is like the model as per sent to me. But honestly, I don't think it's that bad. I'm quite okay with it. A classic Xmas movie. Really? Is that so? Oh god. Oh dear. The thing is, there's a lot of Christmas movies out here that like a lot of people like sleep on, and this Christmas movie, okay, I'll give you a hint. This Christmas movie has probably one of the most iconic Christmas songs of all time in the movie. That is also the title of the movie. And now I've ruined the surprise, and that's that. And there you go. You heard it here first. Yeah. Yeah. I've been dying to kind of like, I've been dying to put the thumbnail out. There's a thumbnail and everything I've made for it. I've been dying to put the title out. I'm trying this new thing where I try the element of surprise. I don't know if it's going well, but I'm trying it. I'm trying. Although now I've destroyed my algorithm by deleting a video, so yay! Did you know that? YouTube apparently penalizes you if you delete videos. Yay! Yay! Muppet Christmas Carol. Honestly, we should have sung. No, that's from a Muppet. No, I was gonna sing. We should have sung. We're here. What's that song? The Muppet song with Miss Piggy and Kermit, and they're hanging off a cliff, and they sing that. Muppet. Oh fuck. Oh no! Grown 6 arms. Oh, sorry. Hold on. Oh dear God. Sorry, everybody. God, that's embarrassing when I grow 6 arms. I think it's a ghost, honestly. Oh no, it's a spooky ghost. It's a spooky ghost. Gave me. Oh God, they must have given me 6 arms. Help! Help! I'm being possessed. Oh God. Anyway, yeah, it's just. Krampus movie? I've never heard of the Krampus movie. That's Muppet. Yeah, you know exactly what I mean. Love brought us here. Thank you so much. That's exactly what I meant. Love brought us here. Back from where we belong. Follow the star and here we are. Oh, I should not sing right now, but honestly, it's so good. So good. So good. I love that movie so much. I remember when I used to do Smule. Okay, this is like one of my Smule stories. I used to do this thing called Smule when I was like in my early 20s. And I'm not going to lie, my first ever online following was on Smule. And like, I had a small little following on Smule. It was my first taste of online fame. I felt pretty famous with like 1,000 followers. I know. But that was considered difficult back then. And I used to be, before I was a VTuber, I used to become quite engrossed into Smule communities. And do you know what? They say that the VTuber scene is dramatic. There's nothing as dramatic as the Smule community. I'm just going to say that. And even my friends from Smule, they know. They know. They know how bad it got. And what you would do is you'd audition for parts in different groups and different musicals, and I did that. So it was, oh my God, it was like, it was a whole thing. And so I spent an entire year trying to get into a Disney princess group. And when I finally got into a Disney princess group, they cast me as Snow White. I'm not even a classically trained soprano. I'm a mezzo soprano. What were they doing? What were they thinking? What was I thinking? Why did I even audition for that? I don't even know. Anyway, Snow White. I am not a Snow White. It was terrible. I'm not gonna lie. Smuling's in shambles at this news. Yeah, they absolutely are. Anyway, but it was so dramatic. Like, it was honestly like. Also, Line was really popular back then, so what we'd do is we would, like, talk over Line and have these Line group chats. It honestly reminded me a lot of, like, Discord before Discord, but just in one big Line group chat. And honestly, it was crazy. I was actually not a High School Musical girl. I was a closeted High School Musical girl because I pretended that I was too cool for High School Musical, but secretly, we're soaring, flying. There's not a star in heaven that we can't reach. If we're trying, yeah, we're breaking free. I learned it so much. I learned Breaking Free so many times for Smule. It was crazy. It's like one of my favorite songs to sing on there. It was so fun. But yeah, no, it was oh man, was it a time. But yeah, no. Honestly, like, the VTuber drama, it's still dramatic. But, like, Smule drama was also quite dramatic. How do I end up in these dramatic scenes? I don't understand. I'm like, I hate drama. I'm the one person who's like, I just don't, I'm too old for this shit. Even back then, when I was, like, 24, 25, I was like, I'm too old for this shit. Oh, my God. And I was practically spring chicken back then. Dear God. Yeah, no, it was a whole thing. It was a whole thing. Yeah, so no, Also, wait, you think I would fit in the Scooby-Doo verse? Yes, that's my goal. My goal is I will become Scooby of Scooby-Doo. Ruh-roh, Raggy. Ruby Rack? Ruby Rack? Ruby Rack? Can you just sing the Lion King soundtrack or Frozen? No. No, I will not. Do you want to build a snowman? Actually, when the first time in Forever came out, I'm pretty sure I was on Smule, and I really tried my best to sing for the first time in Forever, but I couldn't hit the last note. So it always was like, nothing's in my way. I would duck it. Nothing's in my way. And it would be very embarrassing. No, you got to belt it out or nothing, right? Dear God. You and me both, Norma. Yeah. I really don't like drama. Yeah. I've like never been a drama-y person. I went to an all-girls high school, so I was so used to that back then that I've just become like, no, please. Oh my God, Chobatsu. My boss asked me why I only got sick at work. I said it must be my weakened immune system. Chobatsu, really? Okay. I'll let it slide, because I'm tired. That's why. Okay? You get one pass today, because I'm tired. And that's it. Okay? Cool. Glad we cleared this. Oh my God. I'm really glad I got some water before the stream, because holy shit. But yeah, no, like, I'm really hoping. Now that I've had like the most dramatic week from hell, I'm hoping that next week is just smooth sailing. Because isn't next week Christmas? It's my nan's birthday, so it must be a week away from Christmas. That's how I know when Christmas is coming, because my nan's birthday is a week before Christmas. Hold on, let me check my calendar. When is Christmas? Is it next week? Oh my God, Christmas is like next week. Dear God. Okay, well, shit. On the bright side, at least I've done all my Christmas shopping. Yeah, I've done all my Christmas shopping, and I bought a few things that I didn't need to buy. So you know what? That's how you know it's really Christmas. When you buy all your Christmas presents, and then you buy a little bit of wrapping paper, and then you go, why don't we buy every chocolate box in this store, and we hoard them in the cupboard. And then my wife made me buy those butter biscuits in the tin. She calls it the sewing tin biscuits, because every old lady has a sewing tin that is just made of those biscuit tin. She puts a sewing kit in there. Yeah. Turns out those biscuits are shit though. I had one last night. Was not impressed. Highlight of my week, actually. Let me tell you some exciting things that have been going on with me, considering that we've gone through all the shitty stuff now. We've got all that shit out the way. We got through it. It's fine. Let me tell you about some positive stuff that I was explaining to my nan actually when I was at lunch today. It's my nan's birthday. I took her to lunch. That's why I'm having a late stream today. I was going to stream at midday, but also I missed my package, and that's why it's coming tomorrow. Anyway, that's very exciting. Let me tell you a fun story. For all you D&D nerds out there, a lot of you have been asking me, Norma, will you ever play D&D again? And the answer to that is yes. I'm in a D&D podcast that I can't talk about yet, because I'm editing it. Because there's like 7 episodes of the podcast I'm behind. So all summer I'm going to be sitting in my cave, in my basement, editing these fucking podcasts so I can finally show you what we've been working on. But anyway, besides the podcast, my friend, who is a excellent DM, she runs D&D sessions, like paid D&D sessions in her local area, and she's part of their local D&D guild. Now, she is running this really fun session at the moment that I love. I love it so much. I'm having a great time. So in the podcast, this is a little bit of spoiler alert, I play a bard. It's going. I've learned a lot of things about playing bard. The one biggest thing I've learned about playing bard is that I don't like playing bard. And I'm locked in now. I'm locked in. I've committed to the bit and I'm locked in with it, but I'm not good at it. So, okay. So anyway, so my friend came to stay with us the other day, and she was like, "Oh, by the way, I need to run this paid D&D session, but before I do the paid session, can I want to test it because I'm doing a concept that's a little bit unique." And I was like, wow, okay, what is it? And she said, right, normally when you play D&D, you play as good characters because, you know, you want to be a band of happy little adventurers going on a happy little journey. But I want to flip the script, and I want to actually to play an evil campaign where everybody plays an evil villain. And I was like, you mean a Dark Urge run? And she's like, yes. And I was like, yes, hello, I love Dark Urge. So anyway, so I was like, okay, all right, I'm sold. So this is technically my like second proper ever D&D session. So my friend pitched to us, okay, so the concept of the game we're playing right now, which I love, by the way, it's such a good game and I'm very excited by it. I honestly wish it was a podcast because I think it would make a really amusing podcast. However, I'm going to pitch that for her for a later podcast. Honestly, I'll be like, yeah, can we do that again? But this time, podcast? It'd be so fun. So we are criminals who have been sent to jail for various crimes, and we are locked in a celestial angel prison. And our job is there was a prison riot, some doors got opened, and now we're trying to break ourselves out. So the reason why we're all staying together as evil, because normally with evil characters, it's like, fuck you, I'll go my own way. Whereas this way, we all have to work together to break out of this amazingly powerful celestial jail. So we all start as level 5, and we all had to pick a character who was evil and had done a crime. So, and you know me, if I play Baldy Gate, we're playing Dark Urge. So I was very excited. So can anyone guess what I did in terms of my can you guess what my role is in this game? It's pretty obvious if you see me play Baldy Gate what I'm playing this time, and I'm very, very happy with my choice, and I love it a lot. I want to steal idea, let me finish that. Yeah, honestly, it's become very fun. I love it. We're having a great time. We're up to session 2. It's a 6-session run. It has to end in 6 sessions because the actual game will run in 6 sessions, so we have to make sure it ends. But I'm very excited by this. It's very fun. I'm not a gnome in the... No, I'm not going to tell you all the details of the podcast before it comes out. Yes, I am a murderer. You are... How did you know I murdered people? Well, yes, I am a murderer, but can you guess what class I am? Yes, I did kill a lot of people. That's why I'm in jail. My character killed a lot of people. Yes. Yes. Norma, wait, you're asking me to play Baldur's Gate? I get to romance Astarion again? Of course I'll play! Oh my god, I love Astarion. No, look, okay, look, I don't even like Astarion in a romantic way. I just think he's cool, and I like him. Yes. Grand Larceny impersonation, no! Anyway, so I'm playing a barbarian. I'm playing a minotaur. I'm playing a minotaur barbarian. I'm... Astarion simp. Is that a class now? Astarion simp. That's not me. I don't simp for no one. I'm asexual. I don't need to simp for anyone. What am I going to do with that? Anyway, so I'm playing a barbarian, but I've decided... So originally I was going to play a Warforged barbarian because I played a Warforged barbarian one time in a practice game we did for like... it was like a women's D&D thing, and I had a really good time. Your class is just Norma. Yes, I'm playing Norma. That's so funny. It's so funny. But yeah, no, so I'm playing a barbarian, but I originally got to be Warforged. So a Warforged, for people who don't know, I describe it like a magical robot. I love the idea of, imagine a really beautiful, like porcelain doll looking robot. She's like incredibly hot. Very pretty. She almost looks like a princess. The kind where like as she walks down the street there's like birdsong behind her, but her arms are chainsaws. like that girl from Tekken. You know the one from Tekken? Is it Alyssa from Tekken? You know her arms are straight up just chainsaws. You know, like, yeah. I would have loved that. That would have been great. That was my original idea, was like make her like a war criminal who's Warforged. And then I mentioned this to a friend of mine who's also in the game, who then wanted to be Warforged, so I couldn't do that. And so, yeah. So on top of that, I was like, okay, well, I definitely want to play Barbarian. I wanted to be either Fighter or Barbarian. I was very convinced that I was going to do a fighting class, because I never do fighting class. I always pick a magic user, and then I just get upset. And I get really upset when I see the spells and I go, oh god, there's a lot of reading involved and I don't like that. So I suggested that I was going to play originally we were thinking maybe a fallen angel, Because imagine, right, you're in an angel prison. I'm one of their own, but I murdered so many. You know, like that was going to be one of my ideas was she's a fallen angel who accidentally maybe cut a few heads off, not by accident, on purpose. You know, like she got really upset with them and just started lopping heads off. But no, I decided not to go with that. And then we were thinking Goliath, but it turns out there's a very, very big character who's part of the plot. Yeah. I can't tell you, but here's all the small details of that. I don't technically say anything, but it says everything around what. Yeah, exactly. So the main character in this thing, like one of the main people, is a Goliath. So I was like, oh no. Because I really liked the idea that a Goliath, who is like a person of stone, right, can like they've got like stone skin. Amazing, very, very cool. Love that. So anyway, I was like, okay, well maybe we do that. So no, I couldn't do that. So my friend, who is the DM for our session, was like, have you considered? I'm not going to push you anywhere, but have you considered Minotaur? Now, normally, I'm not a furry. I have to start by saying I am not a furry. So normally I stay away from animal classes because I kind of want to play a person. I like playing a person. But then I was like, wait, okay, so let me look into this Minotaur thing. And it turns out Minotaurs have actually got like OP skills for exactly what we're doing. Like, okay, the Minotaur's whole thing is they always know where north is. And then if there's any maze or labyrinth, they get advantage on all wisdom saving throws and wisdom checks involved in like navigating the labyrinth. It's kind of OP when you're literally trapped in a prison that is kind of like a maze. Yes, so I'm playing a Minotaur barbarian. It's honestly very interesting and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. And in the whole first game, we didn't have any weapons and we were doing bare armed attacks, and honestly, those horns came in clutch. Like, I'm so literally, I was like, fuck it. I could hit them with my fist, or I could hit them with my horns. Wow. I mean, the answer is obvious, isn't it? And then we decided to take something called the Crusher Feat, which I love the Crusher Feat. So normally when you play a barbarian, the typical barbarian weapon is a giant axe or something. I took a maul, which is big hammer. So my character's name is Lissa, Crusher of Skulls. And her entire backstory is very amusing to me. She is like the Minotaur who was supposed to be the Minotaur in the Labyrinth, you know, like the one at the center of the labyrinth in Greek mythology. And so she is, she's very like studious and very serious about her labyrinth duties. She's very, very big on the labyrinth thing. She's obsessed with mazes and traps and shit like that. She's basically Fred from Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated, but like dangerous and powerful. Yeah, these are just headphones, by the way. They're just headphones. We know that. I can't take them off today to prove to you they're just headphones, but they you know they are. Right, so her whole thing is she went to Labyrinth School. There's a school now. In my canon, there's school. Right, so there's a school for, like, training to become the Minotaur in the Labyrinth, and she was top of her class. She was the strongest. She was the smartest. She was the most powerful. In terms of the labyrinth thing, not in general. She's very dumb, but she's very very strong, super strong though. Like all of her stats are in strength and intimidation, which came in clutch. So her whole vibe is she went to this like school, and then on graduation day they pick a Minotaur who gets to become the keeper of the labyrinth, and her entire life she's been training to become the keeper. And on the day of the ceremony, she didn't get it. Her idiot twin brother got it. Her weak idiot twin brother got the role of the keeper of the labyrinth. So in front of a room full of people, her peers, her tutors and everything, she grabbed her giant big maul, her hammer, and she smashed his skull in. And then she proceeded to crush in the skulls of every single person in the room. So her entire story, she's lawful evil. And her entire backstory is, if she finds out that you had anything to do with any way anything to do with her not getting the job of the Keeper of the Labyrinth, you are dead. Like that's it. You die now. Yeah. So that's her entire backstory, her MO. And I love it. It's become so fun. I'm so sad because at one point my friend said to me, make a backup character because your character might die. And now I'm like, oh, but I like her though. No! Oh no, it's Lissa's secret twin sister. Yeah, it's brutal. I love it. It's my favorite plot line. I love playing it so much. I had such a good time playing it. I'm having such a good time playing. And you know, playing Barbarian feels real different after playing Bard for so long. And I'm loving it. I'm having a great time. And actually, so, okay, fun story about what happened in our previous session. This is like Tales D&D Tales. Yes, so in our previous session, we ended up in part of the story where there was this hill, this giant hill, and on top of the hill was a rock, and inside the rock was an eye, and these guys were like in a chain gang. They were all chained together. They're pickaxing it. They're trying to get it open to see what's inside, right? So we go over there, and so I'm playing with Celia. Celia's playing a rogue, and it's going very well. So we're like doing this thing, and anyway, so we've got to like talk to these people, and we get to the top of the hill, and it turns out one of the guys on the top of the hill, my character, Lissa, killed his grandfather. His grandfather's a dwarf who was one of the trainers at the Keeper School. And it turns out, yeah, she murdered his grandfather. And so he knows all about her. The lore is spread far and wide on Lissa Crusher of Skulls. Anyway, so we did the thing. We broke open this big rock using my big hammer, and it was very impressive, and I was very pleased with myself. But anyway, on top of that, we're about to leave this area, and I looked at my wife and I said, we're playing an evil campaign, right? And she's like, yeah, we're playing an evil campaign. I was like, okay, so maybe would it be mean if I Sparta kicked him off this hill and killed him? She's looking at me like, what? And I was like, okay, but hear me out. In Lissa's mind, yeah, his fault. So you get, yeah, right. Okay, but in Lissa's mind, he's kind of involved. So I was like, wait, so like, he's kind of involved. Like, logistically, this guy is kind of involved because his grandfather was part of this plot to like do the So I said to the DM, can I Sparta kick this guy off the hill? And she's like, hell yeah. And she goes, now, just before you do this, though, I just want to let you know he's in a chain gang right now. He's chained to 7 other people. And I said, that doesn't faze me. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I was like, that doesn't faze me in the slightest that there's 7 other people going down with this guy. Honestly, yeah, I really don't care. So I was like, yep, fuck it. And she's like, I don't even need to let you roll for this one. You're so strong that you just Sparta kick them and they all go tumbling down the hill to their deaths. And I was like, yeah, it was great. We're having a good time. Celia nearly died by being thrown into a pit of lava. That was a whole thing. I got quite scared for her. She got thrown off a bridge over a lava pit, and she nearly fell to her death. It was like if our DM wasn't very nice. Yeah, 7 for 1 deal. I know they should have given me inspiration for that alone for like. Seven for the price of 1. Also, I found out later that, so we were standing on the edge of an elevator. Had I not have Sparta kicked him off, the hill, these guys were going to try and grapple us and throw us off the elevator. So technically, by being a villain, I was doing everybody a service. So I guess I win. I kind of wanted D&D that day. It was fine. Yeah. So yeah, no, it was fun. I really like it. Actually, Celia has been doing very well in D&D. It's her first ever D&D session. And can I just say, she's like doing so well. I'm really proud of her actually for like taking it on. So Celia, for people who don't know, I'm like a real theatrical person. I did a lot of theater growing up, and I love going to theater. I like music and dance and all that kind of stuff. But Celia is not like that. Celia is a bit more reserved, and she's always been a bit more shy and quiet. So like, yeah. So when it comes to D&D, I was a bit nervous for her in the roleplay aspect, because obviously, like, role playing is fun and all, but like, it's a little bit acting adjacent. So I was like, oh, I'm not sure how she'll do it. And honestly, she is just doing so well in the whole thing, and it's so great because she's playing a character. So I could probably spill the tea on her character. She's playing a character called Sneaks with an X, and honestly, that is like perfect for rogue. She's playing a kobold rogue, swashbuckler, and honestly, it's very cute. I so cute. So Sneaks is in prison because not because she did anything crap. So Sneaks has committed many crimes and always gotten away with it. The reason she's in jail is because she told a joke at the nephew of the king's funeral. And the joke was something like, wow, everyone wants to be here. It's the dead center of town. Ha 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 ha. And got thrown in jail because the king was very, very upset that she would make such a distasteful remark at his nephew's funeral. So yeah. And the problem with Sneaks is Sneaks. Yeah, no, Sneaks with an X on the end. So it's SNEEX. Like Sneaks on the other side. Yeah. It's great. It's really great. I love it. And so she is, now she has a fun backstory. Her fun backstory is that she'd stolen something from one of the archangels called Michael, who was a big deal. And the thing that she stole got Michael fired from his big angel job. And unfortunately, we've now been sent to an angel prison. And when we told our DM about the Michael story, she went, interesting, and left it there. So I'm concerned that we're probably going to find him at some point, and she's going to be in deep shit. So I'm like, yeah. So Sneaks' entire personality is she always tells an inappropriate joke in an inappropriate time. Like, not just like tells a joke at the wrong time, she's always telling the worst joke at the worst time. Yeah, it's a whole thing. I love it. I love her character. It's very fun. I'm so sad that she's going to die eventually. And also, my friend told me that allegedly, normally in D&D, you don't really have PvP. Yeah, at one point, our DM's deciding that she's going to just say, hey, every man for themselves. And honestly, I don't like everyone else's chances. My big hammer is very powerful. I got a +7 on my hammer. I don't really like anyone's odds. So if anyone comes near me, I think we're gonna have a problem. Yeah, when PvP goes on, I don't know. I might have to crush some heads, ruin some characters. Yeah, one of my all-time fave characters is actually my friend's character, who's playing a okay, so it's a centaur, but it's a centaur fae wasp. It's amazing, called Dr. Wasp. A German wasp character who has committed so many war crimes, and that's why they're in jail for 1,000 years. Including starving orphans and kicking puppies. But they're like the comic relief character who's always a funny little guy, like in the corner. It's really funny. And they are a artificer, and they're a potions artificer. It's a very interesting. I've never heard of that class before. When they told me about their character who was an artificer, I was like, is that new? I've never heard of this before. Crazy cool. I love it when people throw out like a class I've never heard of. It's great. It's great. Hello. Yes, hello. I explained at the beginning of today's stream that I'm in the void because all my stuff is broken and bad today. But yeah, no, it's been really fun. I've really enjoyed it. It's also, I think what's been fun about the D&D is it's something fun that we can do together, like just after work and stuff. Because like when you're a content creator, you never really stop working. You like literally never stop working. I'm always on my phone or always like doing something or playing too much Dinkum or something. I don't know. Anyway, because I'm always like doing stuff, it's just so nice to have something that's like not content related to do. So I love it. Speaking of arts, I love that artwork you posted. Someone made for you. So beautiful. Thank you. I've had some really nice skebs recently, so that's been nice. It's been really nice. Yeah. I've got a lot of cool stuff happening, but oh man, I'm glad that, like, honestly, I won't lie, ghosties, I'm feeling a little bit better after this morning, because this morning was just the ultimate shit show, and I'm still kind of like reeling from a little bit. I probably will be for a while, but you know what? It's okay, because I'll get over it eventually, and like, these are the things, right? Sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some, sometimes it's just not going to be how it's going to be. But yeah, Christmas is also always such a weird time of year, you know? Weird time of year, you know? Like, it's always so busy and there's a lot happening. But yeah, I'm excited that over the Christmas period, I'm get to be here this year. I'm not in Australia this year for Christmas, which is nice because I don't want to die of heat stroke again like last year. Oh my god, it was so hot. But yeah, I get to be in New Zealand, so because I get to stay home, I'm planning to do a few like little events here and there, maybe, obviously voice depending, pain level depending. The problem is also when I get stressed, my body likes to attack me. I have an undiagnosed pain disorder, so whenever I get stressed out, my body just goes, "You're in pain. Want to guess why?" And I go, I don't know. And the body goes, "Well, it's probably that stress you're feeling. Can you try not being stressed?" I'm like, "No, I can't. I just live in this place of stress and pain. Oh God." So yeah, I'll probably just be like chilling out and hanging out and yeah, just having a wonderful good time at home. Oh no one's stressed. Yes, hi, welcome TG. Yeah, I lost everything. Not in like a morbid like, oh no, I've lost everything way, but like I don't know where everything is, and I wanted to make sure that I could still stream, and I can, but I haven't tried out my Mac yet, and I'm kind of low key dreading the day I stream on my Mac. Not gonna lie, it's ooh yeah. On the bright side, I will say shout out to all the new ghosties we've got here. Who found me through the shorts. I know not a lot of the short watchers watch my live streams, but I'm sure like one or two probably gets curious, looks and goes, wow, this is definitely not what I signed up for. You know what I mean? So yeah, no, it's good. Sads, I know. That's also why I'm not simulcasting today, because I'm trying not to piss off the streaming gods. But mainly I just want to come on here and explain the situation with what happened, and especially for for my YouTube viewers who saw a video and then the video disappeared, and then I know that that's always disconcerting when you see a video or see a post and get excited for something. So I kind of also wanted this video so I can point people to it and go, hey, I actually already spoke about why I'm not doing VirtuaCon anymore, so if you have questions, here's the live stream, and have fun wading through this shit. It's like half D&D chat, half ADHD nightmare, half complaining that my Ritalin's giving me migraines, and half like complaining that my stream broke and there's no shiny background today, just me and a chat. Yeah, this is what it would be like if I didn't have any bells and whistles. Would you still? We play a game called Would You Still Watch Me if I had all my bells and whistles turned off? No, on Twitch they would say no. Or maybe they would say yes on Twitch, because it would be such a different looking stream. They'd be like, whoa, that's different. But like, no. I was also explaining to everyone that I bought a new mixer for Christmas. For myself. Christmas present to me. I also bought myself Bubsy 3D for Christmas. I don't know what that means or what that says about me. But it says something. I think it says, oh yeah, some days I hate myself. I think that's what Bubsy 3D says. I will watch even if you're a PNG. Do you know what? Some of you have been watching since I was a PNG, so shout out to you. Thank you. I appreciate that. You know my PNG peeps who were here at the PNG. Oh man, that was a time. YouTube is still better. At least I got to deal with life insurance ads. I also turned off monetization today because it's kind of more of a serious stream. I didn't want to monetize it, so there's no ads on the stream. There's no monetization on the stream. I didn't want to make money off of talking about. Well, even though obviously, like, I'm never gonna just focus on the bad all the time. I didn't want to like have a more serious stream that was like more like, I don't know, you know, like have a more serious stream where like things went bad and did wrong, and event basically cancelled now, and like I didn't want to monetize that because that would feel very weird to monetize the downfall of a con, which kind of involved me a bit. I think at this point I'm just hoping that like it passes quickly and it's one of those things that people can just like, yep, we did that, we're over it now. I'm also not going to be making a post on Twitter, by the way, about like I left VirtuaCon for this reason, because I don't think there's any point. That's kind of what this is for. Yeah. Yeah. God. So, yeah. I don't know. I made a post earlier about how I was frustrated and disappointed that I spent 6 hours on a video that now, A, one that can't be used, and B, one that was used for 5 minutes and it took me 6 hours to make, and the event got canned, kind of. A lot of creators dipped. A lot of creators left. Like, a mass exodus of creators. So I would be surprised if the event still goes ahead, considering it's this weekend, and I don't even know who's involved now, because, like, yeah. I mean, both Angel and I dipped, and we were both supposed to host it. So that was, like, a big part of that. And then, yeah. So maybe, I don't know. Just unfortunate. I think also, I was saying earlier, this is also a situation where, like, we live in the world where AI is unfortunately everywhere now, and because of that, we as VTubers are going to have to be more diligent about, like, who we work with and who we don't, and the role AI plays in, like, what we do. Yeah. Hey, Angel, hi. Yeah, so, like, we're just going to have to, like, going forward, I think it also, like I said, it's a lesson here to, like, research these things and to really look into them and delve deep before you say yes to stuff. That's my 2026 goal. He's like, I'm gonna do lots of research. Goes to show, don't lie to your cat. Yeah, I think it wasn't also. Yeah, exactly. I don't think it was. It's weird because it was like, it was a lie, but it wasn't a lie, but it was very messy, and there was a lot of red flags. And I think, like, sometimes when you see a bunch of red flags, you just have to kind of be like, you know what? There was a million red flags, and I'm gonna take that as a sign that this is not for me, and I need to go. And that's what a lot of us ultimately did, you know? Yeah. Just sucks. Just really sucks, because, like I said, I made that video and I posted the video, and then I was worried because this morning when I woke up to all of this going down, my biggest fear out of all of this was, like, people would think that because my face was attached to the video, that they'd be like, yeah, Tuzzy be detected with every opportunity. Yeah, exactly. For sure. That's true. I was really nervous that because my video got out there and I was one of the first people to make a video about it, that people would start, like, equating me with the event, or, like, thinking that I'm okay with that. And shout out to that one person on Twitter who saw my post and was like, if this is about VirtuaCon, I just want to say I knew 100% that when all this came out that you would make the right choice and make the right decision on, like, where you stood with this, because I know you don't stand for that shit. And I was like, yeah. So I'm just glad that it comes across that, like, hey, I had nothing to do with any of that. I got involved in this a week ago. I was asked to market it. I was just trying to make the event the best it could be and do the best I could with it. Because, look, if there's one thing you need to know about me, it's that if you ask me to be part of your event, I'm going to do the best I can. And, like, I'm going to try my best. And, like, I really wanted to make this the best I could. But, anyway, whatever, it's cool. Yeah, it wasn't like so I wasn't forced into it. They didn't push me at all, but it was like, it was just very quick. Like, it was very much like, hey, you're hosting the event, join the thing. And then when we got to the first meeting, because I'm the kind of person, when I'm in a chat with somebody and they're like, hey, you're doing our event, right? I'm like, hey, before I say yes to doing your event, I actually need to talk to you, like, in person. Like, I need to call you. I need to hear your voice and you tell me more about the event. So when we had our first meeting, after that first meeting, I was very like, okay, no, that sounds very reasonable. And, you know, there was a little bit like, okay, well, it was quite quick, but I was like, okay, I've talked to them now. They seem legit. They seem really lovely. And a lot of the people involved sound delightful and are very nice, but it's also just like, yeah, it's also just one of those situations where you're just like, well, if the flags are red, it's probably for a reason. And yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good. Like, honestly, it really doesn't. It's funny because I'm like, it doesn't involve me, but it kind of does involve me, but it really doesn't involve me at all. So I'm just like, yeah, it's a weird situation to be in. Yeah, for sure. Especially, like, being announced as one of the hosts of the event. You're just like, oh, shit. What are people going to say about me? And of course on Twitter, people always have an opinion. There's a couple people already out there saying, like, anyone who was involved in the VirtuaCon thing should have known what they were signing up for and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, yeah, fair enough. That's a fair enough comment to make. But also, it's sometimes, it's sometimes like it's surprisingly hard and surprisingly easy to find out what people are doing behind the scenes these days, especially when like at face value you see one thing and they say one thing but then they mean another. I don't know. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, so anyway, no, we are, I will always though try and do the right thing. And if something doesn't feel like, here's the thing, I never ever want to use my platform, as small as my platform is, you know, as small as this platform is, I never want to use my platform to get you guys in, like, to support by watching or by like supporting, just like in any way, shape or form, a thing that is like not cool, you know? So that's, yeah. And like, it's actually, it was quite difficult to find out all the information from what I heard. So yeah, it was a lot. It was hours, by the way. I mean, this all started to go down about, I would say like 9 a.m. this morning. Probably 8 or 9 a.m. this morning. I think the first messages went out like 7 a.m. this morning, but then like when I saw it was about 9, and then it went on and on and on until like hours later we're talking. So like this is like a whole morning of shit, which I was like, oh no. But like at least now like everybody got out in time and we can all make sure that, you know, united front and all that. If you don't want to support it, you don't have to. Yeah. But I think like it's never nice to hear that like people are behind the scenes doing something that like they don't tell you about. Anyway, yeah, it was a weird way to hear about it too, because when you're hearing it from secondhand accounts and not from like the horse's mouth itself, it's really hard to distinguish what the fuck is actually happening. So yeah, but yeah, anyway, strange situations be strange, and it's a whole thing. I'm just like, please God, let this just be like one shitty day, and then tomorrow is another day. And tomorrow I can start prepping for my song release on Friday and getting all my other stuff sorted, because I have a pile of stuff a mile long. Secret has a pile of stuff a mile long that we both need to start working on, that I've been putting to one side because of like organizing, helping host the event and stuff, and making videos and doing all that kind of fun stuff. On the bright side though, I did get to level up my editing skills. Yay. Woohoo, that's fun. I love that. That's great. Yay. Woohoo, one small silver lining. Yeah. Oh my God. And I have Soup, new song hype. Yeah, it's gonna be exciting. I'm excited for the cover. I'm really excited for the cover. Yep. So yeah. But yeah, so just in case people on the YouTubes are like, oh, I don't know what's happening with this thing now, yeah, we can just forward them here and be like, yeah. Guess what? No. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Ghosties, I really appreciate all of you. You're all so sweet and delightful, and thank you. And I'm so sorry for the lack of streams recently. Oh my God. Today when I realized it'd been like 8 days since I last streamed, I was just like, oh no. I have not abandoned you, Ghosties, I promise. I have not abandoned you. I have not. I have just been dealing with a multitude of things that have just been weird and strange, and oh no, hold on. Uh-oh. I think I caught it in time. Maybe I'm getting sick. Oh no, please God, don't let me get sick. Oh, that'd be terrible. Honestly, I went to a Taylor Swift impersonation concert the other day, and there was so many children. I was like to my wife, I don't think there'll be any children here. And then there was like every child in town. Every single small girl under the age of 13 was at this fake Tay-Tay concert. And it was just... So if I end up getting sick, I will not be surprised. Like, why did I do that like the week before Christmas? And then on the weekend, I'm going to see the ballet at the cinema. I'm going to mask. I'm going to fucking put a mask on, because I honestly, I do not trust myself not to get some sort of sickness. And then be like, hey Ghosties, it's me and I got sick again. Oh God. Send help. Yeah. Aww. We think you're the sweetest kind of... No, that's a lie, but I try my best, you know. Kindness is free, you know that? Kindness be free. It's like this guy's will never be able to focus on finals. We'll find the urge to catch stream. Oh my god. Yeah, no, I've just been taking a small hiatus and just, you know, I'm going to be taking it easy. Yeah, masks do help a lot. You're so right. With my breathing issues, I used to find it really hard to mask. Not an excuse, but like I used to find it quite difficult to mask with my breathing issues. But now I don't have them as bad. I'm definitely going to be getting my masks out. Getting sick is the worst. You're right. Not only was I deafened by the screaming of small children and then lost my voice singing Taylor Swift too loudly, if I get sick as well, I'll be so upset. I love ballet. You seen the Nugget? Yes, my wife and I, they're doing a special showing of the British Royal Ballet at the cinema. There's like fancy cinemas all over the country that screen Le Ballet from the UK, the British Ballet, very fancy. I'm going to be wearing my nicest dress. I'm going to find my nicest outfit and go to Le Ballet in the middle of the day. The funny thing is, it starts at like midday, which is hilarious because like by the time it finishes, it's going to be late as fuck because it's like a 3.5 hour ordeal. I love it though. I love ballet. I got my wife into ballet. We've seen the ballet locally before a few times now. I think we've seen Swan Lake and we've definitely seen Sleeping Beauty. And you see the ballet someday. No, honestly, okay, I will say going to the movies to see the ballet is not as good as seeing the ballet in person. I much prefer seeing the ballet in person. However, the cinema experience during the acts, because ballet is like a play, it comes in acts, but instead of having a 2-act structure like they do in plays or musicals like I'm used to because I'm a theater girl, right? So like they have normally like 3 or 4 acts. I think Sleeping Beauty has 5 acts, and 1 act is just the play ended last act, but it was just nonsense now. I remember the end of the Sleeping Beauty ballet, the day is saved, and then we have an entire act of Red Riding Hood, Dick Whittington and his cat, and a bunch of other characters dance around and do character pieces. I don't even know why. It's so bizarre, and I fucking love it. It was so good. I was like, damn, this shit is insane. I love that shit. Oh my god, but you know, they do, I love that they allow you to watch at the cinema. There's also, by the way, this is a recommendation for anyone who wants to watch ballet in the comfort and safety of your own home and not go to the cinema. There's actually, do you know the British Royal Opera House have a subscription service? Did you know that? Yeah, they have a subscription service where you can watch previous VODs and previous pro shots of like the last 20 years of their content. And I know this because I had that at one point. For me, I did love it though. Yes, I saw the Alice in Wonderland ballet. Yes, the first time I went to the cinema ballet. Yes, I sure you didn't watch I did when I was a child. I used to go to pantomime over Christmas when I lived in the UK. Since I moved. Yes, I watched the Alice in Wonderland ballet with my nan. My nan broke her foot at the Alice in Wonderland ballet. I took her to see the Alice in Wonderland ballet. Sorry, my face is like, my face is like losing tracking. I think I'm losing light. There we go. It's not enough light. I had to open, oh god, I had to open a curtain. I'm blinded. Oh god, the sun, it blinds. Anyway, my nan broke her foot at the Alice in Wonderland ballet because I took her there for her birthday. It was a birthday present. I was like, Nan, you and I are going to go. This was years ago when she could still walk before her legs gave up. Now she's got bad knees. She can't go anywhere. She's like housebound. So for today, went to the cafe, but she's got a walker and everything. It's a whole ordeal. But previously, she was able to walk a bit more than she is now. So we went to the ballet, and the cinema has like 2 stairs to get to the back row. Literally 2 steps. 2 tiny little steps. And we saw Alice in Wonderland, and it was amazing. It is a amazing spectacle of ballet and tap. There's a bunch of jazz and tap in there, and it's incredible. At one point, they were tap dancing around the Red Queen, and the Red Queen's dress opens up, and there's like a lot of shit. There's a lot of shit going on. It's amazing, and I loved it. It was a spectacle. Love, love, love. Highly recommend. There's puppetry in it. It's so weird and good. But we saw the ballet, and of course, so if you've ever been to a ballet, or never been to a ballet, I should say, they have bows, a curtain call, and during the curtain call, they run up to the front of the stage, they do their bow, then they run back, then they get another person, they run up, they bow. Now, unlike traditional theatre, ballet close the curtains, then they bring out the principal lead male dancer who does another bow, then they bring out the principal lead female dancer who comes out and does a bow, and there's about 18 million different bows. And I'm not kidding about this. And at one point they open the fucking curtains and everyone runs forward and they bow again. And so anyway, these bows are going on for ages. And I'm pretty sure my nan also has ADHD, because halfway through the bows, she looks at me and she goes, Norma, I'm not waiting through this shit. And the lights aren't even on. They're dark. So the theater is dark. And she's like, I need to leave. I don't want to sit through all these bows. I was like, okay, Nan, okay. And she's hungry. She wants to go get food. And in the dark, she can't see the step. And I'm not even kidding. She fucking eats shit on these stairs. She trips over her own foot and like face plants the floor. And I'm freaking out because this is my nan, who is not super able in the first place and has bad knees. And second of all, she's just fragile in general. So I like help her up off the floor, including there was a guy in front of us who she fell in front of who was like, oh shit. And he like was helping her up and we're like getting her up on her feet. And I'm like, are you okay? Are you okay? And she's like, I'm fine. So anyway, she's like limping out. At this point, I tell her to walk it off. I'm like, will you be okay to get sushi? She's like, my foot's a bit sore. She's like, my foot's a bit sore. And I was like, okay. And then she's like, I was like, well, I want to get sushi. Do you still want to get sushi? So we go to the sushi shop. And I'm like, yeah, you'll be fine. Just walk it off. So we get to the sushi shop. And then we get sushi. And then 2 weeks later, she goes to the doctor. And her foot is so broken. They said that she might need pins in it because she's basically snapped the bone. And here I am like, just walk it off, you'll be fine. And she's literally like broken the fucking foot. Yeah, so I felt really bad after that. I know. I was like, I didn't know it was broken because I said to her, like, it didn't look that bad. It was a little swollen, but it wasn't like that bad. So I was like, okay, it's probably just a sprain and yeah, it's fine. It was not fine. But also, this is what she gets for skipping the bows. So now we never skip the bows because you don't want to eat shit on the stairs, right? Oh my God. What a terrible way to go. No. She also has, what is that thing? Osteoporosis? The bone thing. I'm really surprised she's not literally broken so many bones. It's so bad. It's so bad. I got really bad genetics though. So there we go. Okay, hold on 1 second. We've got there we go. Cool. So I'm just sorting something out. Just drops this. What? You're golden. No, I remember breaking my arm when I was a little kid. Yeah. That's cool. Oh my god. But yeah, thank you, DG. This is why we have mods, okay? I wish YouTube moderation was better, but you know, this is why we have mods. And thank God. Nothing to see here. Yeah, don't look behind the curtain. I actually, speaking of behind the curtain, I still haven't seen Wicked Part 2. I took my mum to see Wicked Part 1 and she loved it so much. Have not seen Wicked Part 2 yet. And every time she calls me, she goes, when are we seeing Wicked Part 2? And I'm like, oh fuck. I've created a monster because now she won't stop until she sees Wicked Part 2. We've been on a cliffhanger for a whole year. A whole year. Do you know for ADHD people, that's like 5 years in ADHD time? It's literally 5 years in ADHD time. Thank you, Cherry Bar. I really appreciate that. Aw, you guys are so sweet, ghosties. I swear to God. Now someone has to explain to the TikTok people what happened, by the way. I feel like a schmuck for posting that video to TikTok. Because I have no way to... Okay, TikTok. Make a community tab TikTok. I have no way to tell. My TikTok followers about why that video went missing. Except for Twitter. And Twitter doesn't work even when I want it to. So TikTok, let me find a way, please. I don't want to have to make a TikTok being like, hey guys, like, feel like some ukulele apology video, but like, me like, hey guys, I need to explain to you why I deleted a video in like 30 seconds because it's TikTok and we rely on shorts around here. Yeah. Oh my God. Pay no attention to the Grinch behind the curtain. I'm doing official things. I'm not totally stealing Christmas. Honestly though, if you want to steal Christmas, we got time. Does anyone even like Christmas anyway? I don't. Now you can cancel me. Now that's a drama that I'd be happy to get involved in. They're like, Norma's a Grinch and she hates Christmas. And honestly, if that was the drama, man, oh shit, if that was the tea, that'd be a great drama to be involved in. Jesus. As if TikTok cares about being viable in any way. Ukulele apology video featuring Trouser. For some reason, I read something as Has Been Hotel, but maybe it's just because I binge watched both seasons of Has Been Hotel. Okay, while I've been not streaming, I have been playing Balatro and binge watching Has Been Hotel. Oh boy, that show. Wow. Wow. That show. Wow. I'm not going to be weird about it, but like, I'm not part of the Has Been Hotel fandom. I'm not that obsessed with it, but like also I can see why people like it. Yeah. It's good. It's good shit. I like it. It's very gay. I like that. My wife didn't know it was gay. I told her it was gay. She's like, well, now I need to watch it. She was like not keen to watch it with me until I told her how gay it was. And she's like, oh, now I know it's gay. I mean, yeah, okay. I like Christmas because I get to eat potatoes for 3 weeks. Honestly, I don't need an excuse to eat potatoes for 3 weeks. No, you don't need that. Oh no, and oh cool. What did you think about Has Been Hotel? Loved it. I loved it. I was gonna say no notes. Do I have notes? Oh, okay. No, I have some notes. I have some notes, but not a lot of notes. Okay, I have some, but not a lot of notes. And you know, there's very few shows out here. Hold on, it's gay. It's gay. Has Been Hotel. It's gay. It's so gay. So gay. Holy shit, so gay. My favorite character in Has Been Hotel, and this is probably not going to come as a surprise. It's gay in the most blasphemy way, and I love it. No, yeah, it's just amazing. My favorite character is Angel Dust. I love Angel Dust. I love Angel Dust so much. He's just the cutest, sweetest bean, and just amazing. And I love him. I also I hated Vox by the end of season 2. I was not a fan of Vox. I'm sorry to the Vox people. The Vox has a really insane fandom, but I don't know. I really like Angel Dust quite a lot. Charlie's cool too. Hell of a Boss is super gay too. Yes, I do. I like Hell of a Boss because it actually has my favorite actor in it, and I didn't even know it had my favorite actor in it. The guy who plays Stolas in Hell of a Boss played Monty Navarro in a very small known musical called A Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder, of which when that musical came out way back in the day, I think this must have been like 2018, 2017, maybe even 2019, I absolutely 100% learned the entire score and used to sing it in the car because I fucking love it. And his voice is perfection. And I'm sorry, he is just amazing and adorable, and I love him. Yes, because when I was listening to Hell of a Boss the other day, because I was watching Hell of a Boss the other day, when I was listening to it, I was like, yes, he is Monty Navarro. Yes! And it's amazing. If you don't know what I'm talking about, oh my god, and every time I hear the word Monty Navarro, I just want to, Monty Navarro! It's an operetta, by the way, Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder. It's an operetta about a guy who's a rich guy who is marrying Phoebe, love of his life. Sorry, he's supposed to be wed to Phoebe, who is rich but kind and has gentle eyes, but he's in love with Sabella, who's sexy and who wants the money. So his idea is that she will make him marry Phoebe, take all of her money, and leave her with nothing as he runs away with Sabella. It's a whole plot, but it's an operetta, and it's all sung very high, and it's incredible, and I fucking love it. And yes, that is Stolas, by the way. And it's funny because I was listening to Hell of a Boss, and I was like, I've heard this voice before. Where have I heard it? So I was like, fuck it, I'm Googling it. Glad I did. I knew I'd heard that fucking voice before. That British accent is not real. But my god, is it adorable? Yes, he's British in Hell of a Boss, and he actually does quite a good job of being British, honestly. As a British person, I should be able to tell you his British accent is better than mine. Yes. So it was honestly, it was great. I loved it. Loved it. Also, his voice is just like buttery, delightful, very tenory. I love that they're getting a lot of theater people into voice acting. I think that's amazing. There's a lot of richness in there, and it means the music is always so good. Like, the music of all these things is always outstanding. Also, Richard Horowitz is in it. If you don't know who Richard Horowitz is by name, you know him if you hear his voice, because he played Invader Zim. And he also played, is it Rez from Psychonauts? And he also played like everyone in everything. He was in Crash Bandicoot. He's done like lots of really cool stuff, but he plays one of the leads and he's great. And obviously Brandon Rogers is in it, who also writes it. And Brandon is a very famous YouTuber who makes extremely bizarro content. That's all I'll say. Is I've seen a few of these videos, and every time I'm like, oh my god, Raz, yeah, that's the one, that's what I meant, sorry. I'm tired. I'm so tired. I've played that game like once. I mean, Has Been Hotel is just a Broadway movie. It is. Honestly, they could put it on Broadway tomorrow and I'd be like, yep, I'm in. I'm so in for that. It's so good. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. My favorite song from Has Been Hotel that I have, in fact, been learning is Clean It Up. Clean It Up is my favorite. I love Nifty's song. I also love that she sings in Japanese. And I played it for my wife, and my wife and I are literally, we'll always be around the house like, clean it up. It's great. I love it. I love it. It's like 200 BPM of pure, unadulterated nonsense, and it's great. And there's nothing wrong with it, and it's perfection. And honestly, yeah, I'm so glad they got Liz Calloway. And yeah, so for people who don't know, Liz Calloway is in it, and she plays, you may know her from a little movie, I mean, it's not a very popular movie. It's called Anastasia. Have you heard of this? Yeah? Yeah? Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah. It's not very popular. I mean, come on now. Like, no one saw that, right? No one saw fucking Anastasia. Heart, don't fail her now. She's in Has Been Hotel, and her voice is perfection, and it's amazing. And honestly, goals, I guess. Yeah. My favorite song is Piss. I love song. Yeah, actually, Piss surprised me. Look, no, don't take that out of context. That would be the worst thing to take out of context of this entire stream. My God, take anything else out of context, just not that. Piss surprised me because a small indie film. Yes, exactly. Small indie film. Yeah. Oh, my only disappointment was that Clean It Up, the Japanese version doesn't swap the relevant lines to English. Oh, no, it doesn't? Somebody did that. There's a TikTok I saw of somebody exchanging the lines, doing the English and Japanese and the Japanese and English. And honestly, it was, I mean, goals. It was so good. Loved that shit. No, Piss surprised me because when I saw the title, I was like, this is just going to be really disappointing. But Alex Brightman and what's her face, who plays the Australian one, the Cherry Bomb, was so good. It was like it was amusing. It was heartfelt. It was fun. It was delightful. It was just everything I needed that I didn't know I needed, that I definitely needed. Amazing. It was so good. I loved it. The whole soundtrack for the second season was good. My favorite song was probably Gravity. I have been learning that as well. Like, Clean It Up and Gravity are kind of like my top two. Yeah. Yeah. Also, I know about Russian history. I actually did Russian history in high school because I love the movie Anastasia. So I was like, when I learned the true story about the Romanov family, I was like, oh man, this is way darker than it needed to be. Holy shit. I think my favorite song is Once We Get Up There. Yeah, there's so many good songs. Honestly, if you said any of the songs from season 2 or season 1 for that matter were your favorite, I would have been like, yeah. The only thing I don't love, I think the only song that I really, okay, one song I love the song, I just don't like the episode because it's just a hard watch, was Poison. I know there's a lot of people online who really stand for Poison. Yeah, it's a great song. The context makes me sad. The whole episode makes me sad, and I nearly had a small cry at it, because, Angel Dust. Angel Dust. Yeah, we'll be getting some covers in the future. I have been learning Gravity to sing at a karaoke stream at some point. But I didn't want to embarrass myself, and it's really a hard sing. It's a really, really, really big sing, so, yeah. Anyway. I'm glad this little test stream worked. I'm glad you're all here. I'm glad we all know I didn't die. Yes. So yeah, I'm so glad you could all be here, and hey, thank you for all understanding and being so lovely about the situation. Yeah, I really appreciate it. I'm gonna go rest my voice and probably have a nap. I think I need like 2 days of like really good sleep. But I'll probably see you on Friday for if I don't see you on Friday because I oversleep and I forget to schedule the live stream, please enjoy the song. I'm really excited for the debut of the song. I'm so excited to be singing with Secret. I will see hopefully a handful of you at oh no, not hentai Matsuri. What? Oh! Holiday Matsuri. Why did my brain go to hentai? I don't even like that. I don't even like that. What is happening? I am that tired right now. I'm clearly on the wrong dose of my my Ritalin. Out of control. Right. Holiday Matsuri. I will see you at Holiday Matsuri. No, I will not wear the Santa hat. No, I have no further comments about that. No Santa hats. If you come to my meet and greet with the Santa hat on, honestly, that's fine. I will do this face. But yeah, if you're in the area and you want to come and say hi, please do. Please don't be like, oh, Norma's queue will be too big, or I'm too shy. Please don't. Trust me, no one will be there. Please come. Please come to Holiday Matsuri. If you're there, it will be so fun and so lovely and wonderful, and I'd love to see some of you ghosties there. So yeah, if you're in the area and you happen to be going, please come and say hi. I'm not sure what the time is. I would tell you, but I don't actually know. I'm gonna go figure that out. But yeah, thank you all for being here. Until next time, don't forget Tuesday Spoopy, and I will hopefully see you with my proper setup next time. Goodbye.